Yo, so today I'm gonna be checking out a video by the NOITE. This video is titled "How a Forgotten RESCENE Song Took Over Korea 2 years later." This one was uploaded today, and I am really looking forward to this one. I of course will leave the original video down in the description, so if you do want to go check out and show some love towards the NOITE, please do. But yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is How a Forgotten RESCENE Song Took Over Korea 2 years later. Let's go. Oh shit.
In
Love Attack.
2024, a song came out and almost no one heard it.
Yeah. 3.
2 years later, it was #1.
That is crazy,
and this
though.
is how that happened.
That is fucking crazy, bro. Like, one of y'all commented on my reaction to Pretty Girl that both that Love Attack and Pretty Girl were like in the top 10, and that Love Attack was like actually #1. So that was crazy. And, you know, obviously, you know, seeing that, you know, that makes me super happy for RESCENE. They're super talented. And, I mean, Love Attack, great fucking song. You know, I'm super happy that it's getting recognition now. You know?
In early 2024, a small company called the Muse Entertainment got ready to debut its first girl group.
Yeah.
There was no announcement that shook anyone, no years of teasers, no major label money sitting behind them. Just a company most people had never heard of, putting
And a
5
dream.
girls together and hoping it worked.
Basically, yeah, a dream.
The group was called RESCENE. The name came from 2 words, scene and
RESCENE.
scent. The idea was simple. Music that brings back a moment the way a smell can. Something you catch for a second and suddenly remember. It was a soft, specific concept for a rookie group.
Yeah.
The 5 members came from different places.
WONI.
WONI was the oldest and the leader, born in Gyeoje, a coastal city down south. She had been with the company since 2022.
Damn, 2022? That was when I graduated. It's 4 years. I mean, shit, bro. That's a long time, though. 4 years. A lot can happen in 4 years. You feel me?
Minami came from Japan. Before RESCENE, she had made it deep into the survival show My Teenage Girl. Zaina had her own history on camera, appearing on the show Stars Awakening and working as a visual model for the virtual group Mave while she was still in middle school.
What the fuck? Dude, that shit was tripping me out. I was like, are those real people?
Appearing on the show Stars Awakening
I'd
and
see that
working as a
again.
visual
Okay.
model for the virtual group Mave while she was still in
That's
middle
cool.
school.
I did not know that. And in middle school, too? God damn.
Liv came up through the company without a show behind her and became one of the voices
Liv.
the songs leaned on.
May.
May, from Goyang, was the bright one, the member who kept the mood up. On paper, they had the pieces. Survival show experience, a clear concept, a vocalist who could carry the songs. The one thing missing was people actually listening. The pre-debut single came first. Yo-Yo,
yeah.
arrived at the end of February 2024, a light and playful track to introduce them. Then on March 26, they officially debuted with the single album RESCENE and its title track
Dude, that's like no, this music video, I remember when I reacted to this music video, bro. So fucking fire, bro. Oh my gosh. I mean, both these songs, Yo-Yo and fire.
You did what most small company debuts do. It happened. A few people noticed. The music videos picked up some views. The songs were clean and well made. And then the week passed, and the K-pop calendar moved on to the next debut and the one after that.
Damn.
RESCENE
February 24th? Who debuted after that? That was... Oh, Islet debuted after that. And then... other 5th gen groups that I just can't remember. I was gonna say Baby Monster, but I'm like, wait, no, Baby Monster debuted in like 2023. And same with Kiss of Life. Did Meow debut after that? Did Isna debut after that? I think Isna debuted after March 2020, or sorry, February 2024.
landed in a place a lot of rookie groups know well. They were doing everything right and still waiting for someone to look. The debut was clean. The concept was clear. But almost nobody was paying attention.
Yeah, and that's kind of like... it's definitely like hard. I think in K-pop right now, it's like... if you're not from like one of the big companies, you know, JYP, SM, YG, and Hybe, you know, you're kind of cooked. So that's why whenever I see like a group from like not from one of those companies like do well, like that shit just makes me super happy, you know, because all the odds are really against them, you know. So it's, yeah.
In August 2024, RESCENE came back with their first mini album, Syndrome.
Syndrome.
The title track was
Love Attack. Yeah.
It was bright and easy to like, the kind of song that sits with you after one listen.
That's what it did, bro. That's what it did. I remember this. They filmed this in like, yeah, this is like LA. Bro, this song is so fucking fire. That chorus is everything, bro.
The kind of song that sits with you after one listen. There was nothing heavy about it. It just worked. Fun, clean, and put together with real care. And here is where the story starts to bend. Because the people whose whole job is to notice good music, noticed. At the end of 2024, Grammy.com put Love Attack on its list of 10 K-pop songs that stood out that year. Billboard named Syndrome one of the best K-pop albums of 2024.
Okay.
For a group this small, from a
that's what's up, bro.
Company this new, that kind of recognition almost never happens.
Yeah. That's
Critics
crazy.
were literally telling people to listen, but most people still did not. And RESCENE kept going anyway.
Bro, that's what bothers me the most. It's like, bro, you have so many great groups that are not from like the big companies, you know? But it's like all people care about are the groups from the big companies. And yet these same people will have the audacity to be like, oh, 5th gen is so boring. Like, the groups, you know, are not hungry no more, this and that. Like, bro, you're missing out. You're missing out. Like, RESCENE, Isna, like, bro, come on. Like, come on. There are other groups. There are many groups outside of, like, the big companies. You know? Come on. Lock in.
In February 2025, they released Glow Up. It sold better than anything they had done before. A real step up in first week numbers for them.
You know what's crazy? I came across this song before I actually reacted to the song on my channel. Like I had like an Instagram post from that time when this song first came out. Like the post was talking about, oh yeah, you know, RESCENE's coming up or something like that. You know, they were praising RESCENE. And it was this song. Like the audio on the Instagram post was like this song. And then I saved it because I was going to check it out. And I just never did until they dropped that one song. I forgot what it was called. Runaway. Runaway. It wasn't until Runaway where I decided to fully get into RESCENE. Yeah, I know I'm a hypocrite, right?
Billboard came back around.
Or I'm a hypocrite, right?
Round 2, putting the title track on its list of the best K-pop songs of the first half of 2025.
Yeah.
Then came Deja Vu in the summer, and more of the same
Deja
pattern.
Vu.
NME wrote about them, praising the soft and easy feel of their sound. The reviews kept using words like refreshing. The quality was there every single time. By late 2025, they had put out another mini-album, Lip Balm. Early 2026.
No, that album was fire, bro. Lip Balm. My favorite song, definitely off of that album, was for sure MVP. That song, so fire.
A new digital single, Runaway.
Yo, this is okay. This is when I fully decided to get into RESCENE. Like, I could have gotten into them earlier, but I just never did, bro. I was too lazy with it. And then I was making YouTube videos. And then I started making YouTube videos. And then now was the good time, you know?
Release after release, RESCENE built a catalog that critics kept pointing to. And still, out in the general public, they stayed a name most people had never said out loud. In K-pop, there is a word for a group like this, Nugu. It roughly means who, as in who are they? A group that exists, releases music, works hard, but stays mostly invisible. That was RESCENE for almost 2 years. So you had this strange gap. On one side, a group making music good enough to land on Grammy and Billboard lists. On the other, a public that had no idea they existed. Something had to close that gap. And nobody could have guessed what it would be.
Oh yeah, we know.
It started with WONI and a camera.
Yep.
Early in 2026, WONI opened her own YouTube channel. Not the group's official account, her own. She called it
안녕하세요, 원희입니다. 잘 부탁드립니다.
months before that.
Wait,
back
that's
in the summer of 2025.
That's the name of the channel? Like, I knew it because I know the channel is like it's written in all Korean, but that's what the actual channel is called. Like, that's what it is. That's the full name.
She had been showing up on a YouTube series.
Yeah, I came across the YouTube channel like when I started getting into RESCENE. I was like, who the fuck is this? This is when I was still learning, you know, the members' names and like trying to put the faces to the name. So I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Run by two
and I was like, oh, this is WONI.
Comedians, getting a little more comfortable on camera each time.
일단은 그러면 왜 웃어?
누구세요?
People had started to catch on to her. She was funny in a way that did not feel.
You know what's crazy is that I'm pretty sure she has like WONI has like more subs on like her, you know, YouTube channel than like the official RESCENE channel.
Planned.
I think.
So she started posting.
Maybe RESCENE surpassed her subs. I don't know, but that was genuinely crazy when I like first noticed that.
Her own videos.
Or when I noticed that.
The channel felt nothing like normal idol content. There was no polish and no careful image. Just WONI being herself.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Like, I watched some videos. Like, obviously, I don't really watch her channel like that, but I've watched some videos and like
the other members in, filming the kind of everyday moments most groups keep off camera. It looked more like a friend
vlogger,
sending
bro.
you videos than a company promoting an artist.
Yeah.
갸루 모드. 신나게 놀아볼까?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like the Gyaru stuff, the Minami Gyaru.
괜찮다. 잠시만.
Then, in late March, she posted a video about learning the Gyaru look, a bold Japanese street style, with Minami leading the way.
Bro, hold on, he's probably gonna show like the video.
아, 진짜 싫어.
Not this one, but the other one.
이렇게 해야 돼요? 해야지.
At one point, WONI, who is from Gyeoje, joked that if Minami showed up in their hometown dressed like that, the locals would have something to say. Minami answered with a bright, silly shout.
너 지금 이러고 거제 가잖아? 너 거제 시민들한테 혼나 지금. 거제 야호. 거제 야호.
That was it. That was the whole moment. And it took off.
Oh, okay. They're not gonna show it. But what I was gonna say is, when I first came across Minami, like Gyaru Minami, I was like, who the fuck is this? This is when going back to like when I was, when I first, saw WONI's channel, I was like, who the fuck is this? I saw the thumbnail and it was like Minami in this Gyaru outfit. I was like, bro, who the fuck is this? Then I clicked on it and then she was like performing some songs, on the mic. I was like the whole time I was like trying to figure out who the fuck this was. And then when I realized it was Minami, I was like, whoa! I was like, what the fuck? Minami? Like I saw Minami, you look at RESCENE, right? They have this look to them. And then I see Minami in this Gyaru like look. I'm just like, what the fuck? That shit was mind blowing, I'm not gonna lie.
That was it. That was the whole moment. And it took off.
Yahoo!
Gyoje Yahoo spread across short-form feeds all over Korea. People who had never heard of RESCENE were suddenly repeating this one cheerful line. The Gyaru videos pulled in millions of views together.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa. I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, bro, I'm hoping that RESCENE can get more popular off of this, bro. Not having to do the Gyaru stuff, but just I hope more people just listen to their music. You know what I'm saying? Cause like this is cool and all. Like, I like the whole idea. How the Gyaru stuff kind of brought more attention to RESCENE. But I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the Gyaru aesthetic. Just a me thing. Not really the biggest fan. But hey, I'm not gonna hate on them for it though, or hate on anybody that enjoys that. Me, I'll pass.
날씨가 이제 여름 아이가. 날씨가 와이다. 야, 경상도 여자들.
I remember that.
Then
I remember this
WONI
clip.
did another kind of video, sitting with Zaina, who is from Gyeongju. The two of them talking in thick regional dialect. That one blew up too. The numbers
Oh, really?
moved
I didn't even
fast.
know that.
WONI's channel had a few 100,000 subscribers in late May. Within weeks, it was pushing past 600,000 and climbing toward 1 million. Her personal channel passed RESCENE's official group
Oh
channel.
yeah, I watched this one
Videos there were averaging
with Soyun.
around 2 million
That shit was so
views
dope,
each.
bro.
Numbers most groups her size never touch.
필요한 거 있으면 제가 한두 개 사드릴 수 있습니다.
And something bigger was happening underneath all of it. For the first time, the public knew who these girls were as people. The funny leader from Gyoje, the Japanese member with the Gyaru style, the girl from Gyeongju with the dialect. They had personalities out in the open now, and people liked them.
Damn, what the fuck?
And people liked them.
They got a big ass crowd. Yo, hey man, that's what's up. That's what's
Here
up.
is where it gets almost hard to believe. While WONI's videos were everywhere, people started going back and listening to RESCENE's actual
Yeah.
music. And the song they landed on was Love Attack, the one from 2024. The one critics had loved, and nearly everyone else had skipped. At the end of May 2026, almost 2 years after it came out, Love Attack re-entered the Melon Top 100.
Yeah.
It came in near the very bottom, at number 98. For a 2-year-old song from a Nugu
That's
group,
actually
even that
pretty good.
was strange enough to make people stop and look.
yeah.
Then it kept climbing. Melon later said streaming of the song jumped by around 2,000% compared
Yeah.
to before the videos went viral, and searches for RESCENE were up more than 6,000%. The song moved up the chart day after day. 98, then the top 50, then the top 10, then the top 3. On the 8th of July 2026, Love Attack hit number 1 on the
Yeah.
Top 100. Number 1, a song released in August 2024.
That was like almost
from
last
a
week.
company most people
Or a week
still
ago.
could not name. The members found out while they were asleep. They had a schedule coming up and were resting when the news hit, so they threw on whatever was nearby and jumped onto a surprise live stream to talk to their fans.
Aw.
And they cried. Real, overwhelmed crying, the kind you cannot fake. They kept saying it did not feel real, that it felt like a dream, that all of it was because of the people who had stayed. Around the same time, Melon named RESCENE the standout act of the first half of 2026. The biggest
Yeah.
chart story of the year on one of Korea's biggest platforms was a 2-year-old song by a group almost no one had been listening to. What happened next is the part that matters most. A viral
Pretty Girl.
moment is easy to have and easy to lose. K-pop is full of groups that caught a lucky break, had one big week, then faded
then
back
they
into the
fell
spot
off.
they came from.
No, just fine.
The real question for RESCENE was whether any
Can
of this
they?
would hold.
Yeah.
Early signs
the momentum
say
going?
It might.
What are they holding? It's an appointment certificate. K-pop girl group
Certificate?
RESCENE have officially been named tourism ambassadors for 거제.
Oh, yeah. I saw a post on this. Yeah.
The city of Gyeoje,
That's
Woni's
crazy.
hometown, made RESCENE its official promotional ambassadors, turning that silly Gyeoje
Wow.
Yahoo line into something real. Then the rest followed. Suwon claimed Live.
Wow, that's actually
Gyeongju claimed
wow.
Zena. Goyang
That's
claimed
crazy.
May. Every hometown the Korean members came from wanted the group as its own. And that fit,
Yeah.
because those roots were a big part of why people fell for them in the first place.
That's awesome, bro. That really is awesome.
Brands came calling. The convenience store chain CU picked RESCENE as its first K-pop idol group models. On the
Yeah.
Rising Star brand rankings, they landed near the very top. Then they did the thing you are supposed to do when people are finally watching. They
gotta
released
drop, bro.
more music. In July 2026, RESCENE put out a remake of Pretty Girl, the old Kara song. The choice said
Yeah, I didn't know this was like a remake of, you know, I did not know this was a remake of a old song. Kara. I did go listen to the original song. I enjoyed it. I like the original song, so yeah. But it makes sense. It makes sense for RESCENE to do this though, cuz like, you know, you gotta build that momentum somehow. You feel me?
something. Back in 2008, Kara were a struggling group close to the end, and Pretty Girl was the song that started turning things around,
Oh wow.
on their way to becoming one of K-pop's biggest names. 18
I did not know that. That's actually crazy. Okay. Now it makes a lot more sense. All right.
years later, another underdog group picked that same song for their moment. When
Okay,
Love
yeah.
Attack hit number 1,
Shout out
3
RESCENE,
other
man.
RESCENE songs were sitting in the top 100 right alongside it. People were going through the whole catalog, the one critics had been pointing at for 2 years. So why did it take RESCENE 2 years to be heard? The honest answer is that the music was ready the whole time. Grammy noticed. Billboard noticed. The people who listened.
Yeah, ultimately, I think for me, it just comes down to like the fact that RESCENE's not from one of the big companies. Cause like, how many like of all like the big 5th gen groups, like all of them are from like a big company. Islet, Chorus, you know, Hybe. I mean, and the reason I put air quotes because it's like Hybe, you know, they have several sub labels, and Chorus and Islet are under different sub labels. So it's like, you know, Baby Monster, YG, Hearts to Hearts, SM, you know, and who else? I'm blanking right now, but you know, a lot of these like really big 5th gen groups are from those big companies, and I just think it's really harder for you to come up if you're not, you know, from those big companies. You know what I'm saying? Kiss of Life was there, but you know, things happened and they're not there no more. Or maybe I don't know. I don't know how Kiss of Life's numbers are doing now, but or if they're still, they were in the conversation of 5th gen leaders, but you know, yeah. So the fact that RESCENE went number 1 or has 2 songs right now that are like in the top 10 is genuinely a lifetime of an achievement, bro. Deadass.
Closely all noticed. What was missing was a reason for everyone else to look.
But that's kind of like my explanation as to why it took a while for RESCENE to really get noticed.
For 2 years, that reason just did not come. Then it came from the most unlikely place. A member with a camera, a silly voice, and no plan to go viral. One cheerful shout in a video, and suddenly the whole country was listening to a song they had walked past 2 years earlier. Most groups get one shot at a moment like this. RESCENE spent 2 quiet years getting good enough to deserve it. So when the door finally opened, they were ready to walk through it.
Yeah.
Turns out the song was never the problem. People
Oh yeah, most
just
definitely.
needed a reason to press play.
Yeah. Wow. Great video. Great video, bro. Shout out the Nuam, bro. You know, yeah, that was a great video. So yeah, like, you know, as I was saying, like, it's like, you know, like I said, you know, it really kind of took a while, like for me at least, it kind of took a while for RESCENE to get noticed, considering they're not from one of the big companies. And I feel like in general, you know, like in general with K-pop, like if you're not, especially like in 5th gen, like if you're not from one of those big companies, you're kind of cooked ish, you know, because like, a lot of these 5th gen groups have great music, you know, but people aren't, it's like you gotta like actively look out, you actively have to like look for the music, you know, because like a lot of people will, for some reason it's like a lot of people love to say that like 5th gen is boring, like the music's boring now. It's like, and yet they only know like a couple 5th gen groups, they only know like 1 or 2 5th gen groups, you know. But I feel like in this day and age, you really have to like go out and look for these groups, you know, at least in my opinion. I don't know. Going back to RESCENE, you know, I'm super happy that they're seeing all the success. I know I'm still, very much like a newer fan, obviously, but you know, I'm super happy, you know, they're starting to see all the success, and you know, I'm hoping that they are able to maintain it. I think they can. I think they'll be able to. But I just hope that their company can make the right decisions for them, you know, music wise, you know. And yeah. I think that's all I really got to say though for this one. Yeah. If you want to go check out the original video, I'll leave it in the description. Please go show love to the NOITE. He makes great videos. That's all I gotta say, man. But yeah, though. With that being said, I'll leave it off here. If you enjoyed the reaction, please drop a like, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of RESCENE. You know, are they up? Will they go full on mainstream? Let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel for more. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.